China versus USA, how a $10 billion robotics challenge could redefine global technological leadership. Date, February 3, 2025. Overview. The technological rivalry between China and the United States has intensified with the announcement of a groundbreaking $10 billion robotics challenge. This initiative aims to stimulate innovation, assert global leadership, and address the strategic significance of robotics and artificial intelligence (AI) in both nations. As the competition unfolds, it highlights the broader geopolitical context of technological advancement and its implications for global power dynamics. Key themes. 1. Investment in robotics. Both the US and China are strategically investing in robotics and AI, recognizing their potential to revolutionize multiple industries including manufacturing, healthcare, and defense. The $10 billion challenge is designed to incentivize research and development, driving advancements that could prove crucial in maintaining competitive edges in these sectors. 2. Technological leadership. The contest is not just about technological advancements, it also encompasses military, economic, and political dimensions. Robotics is viewed as a pivotal area where technological superiority may translate into significant military advantages and economic control. Both nations are acutely aware that the future landscape of warfare and industry will be heavily influenced by these technologies. 3. Collaborative versus competitive approaches. The US has historically relied on private sector innovation, while China's strategy often involves state-driven initiatives that leverage national resources. This divergence in approaches underscores a fundamental difference in how each country perceives the interplay between technology and government. The US challenge emphasizes collaboration among universities, private companies, and government entities to foster innovation. 4. Global economic implications. The outcome of the robotics challenge could reshape the global economy. Countries leading in robotics technology are likely to set international standards and gain significant market advantages. This could lead to a new era of economic competition reminiscent of the Cold War, with emerging technologies dictating the terms of global commerce and diplomacy. 5. Ethical considerations. The proliferation of robotics raises ethical concerns regarding job displacement, surveillance capabilities, and military applications. As both nations advance their technologies, there will be pressing questions about governance, regulation, and the broader societal implications of integrating robotics and AI into daily life. Timeline of events. 2018. The US begins emphasizing AI and robotics in its national security strategy, recognizing their importance in future military and economic contexts. 2020, China launches the New Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan, setting high targets for AI and robotics innovation with heavy investment in research and development. 2022, the US announces a $10 billion robotics challenge aiming to stimulate innovation and ensure its position as a leader in this critical field. 2023, the challenge is officially launched, attracting global participation and investment. The focus is on collaborative efforts that leverage the strengths of various sectors. Divergent perspectives. While both sources acknowledge the strategic significance of the robotics challenge, they may differ in emphasis. One source might focus more on the economic ramifications, discussing how leading in robotics could reshape global trade and industry standards. In contrast, another source might delve into the military implications, analyzing how advancements in robotics could alter the balance of power in defense capabilities. This divergence illustrates the multifaceted nature of the technological race and its far-reaching consequences on global dynamics. Conclusion. The $10 billion robotics challenge marks a pivotal moment in the US-China rivalry, symbolizing a broader contest for technological dominance, as both nations strive to outpace each other in this critical sector. The outcomes of this challenge will not only shape their own futures but also influence the global technological landscape, impacting economic and political relations for years to come. The competition is poised to redefine the parameters of innovation, collaboration, and ethical considerations in an increasingly interconnected world. The $10 billion robotics challenge between China and the USA presents several counterintuitive aspects regarding technological competition and collaboration, as well as the underlying motivations of each nation. 1. Investment versus innovation. One might assume that higher investment leads directly to superior innovation and technological breakthroughs. However, China's state-driven approach may not always yield the most innovative solutions. This raises the counterintuitive idea that the US, with its focus on private sector innovation and entrepreneurship, could potentially foster more disruptive technologies despite spending less on robotics overall. The effectiveness of investment in terms of innovation may vary significantly based on the underlying structure of the economy and the incentives provided to researchers and developers. 2. Military versus economic goals. While it is typically perceived that military applications drive technological advancements, the challenge demonstrates that economic objectives might be just as, if not more, significant. The robotics challenge is framed largely around fostering economic growth and maintaining competitiveness in international markets. This suggests a shift in perception. Instead of a purely militaristic race, we may be witnessing a broader economic competition where the implications for global trade and economics could overshadow military considerations. 3. Global collaboration versus national competition. The expectation might be that nations in direct competition would pursue isolated advancements, yet the challenge has attracted global participation. This indicates that while the US and China are competing, the robotics challenge may foster a collaborative environment that could result in shared advancements. The irony lies in the fact that despite geopolitical tensions, technology does not always follow a zero-sum game. Advancements made by one nation can benefit others, potentially leading to a more interconnected technological landscape. For ethical implications as a competitive factor, it is commonly assumed that ethical considerations may hinder technological progress, especially in areas such as AI and robotics. However, the increasing emphasis on ethical governance could actually turn into a competitive advantage for countries that enforce stringent regulations, thereby creating products that are more socially accepted and trusted globally. This could lead to a scenario where nations that prioritize ethical considerations in technology development might gain a better global reputation and market share. 5. Public perception and policy response. Another counterintuitive aspect is the potential impact of public perception on technological competition. While one might expect that governments could easily sway public support for their initiatives, growing public awareness regarding privacy, job displacement, and ethical implications could lead to resistance against certain robotic technologies, particularly in the US. This could force a re-evaluation of strategies that prioritize rapid advancement over public sentiment, suggesting that the path to technological leadership may be more complex than simply outspending the competition. 6. Technological leadership as a double-edged sword. It is often assumed that being a leader in technology equates to holding a competitive edge in all areas. However, technological leadership can also bring about increased scrutiny and expectations regarding the responsible use of technology. This means that both the US and China, in their quest for supremacy in robotics, may face increasing pressure to address the ethical, social, and environmental implications of their advancements. This could lead to a paradox where the burden of leadership complicates the very goal of achieving dominance. 7. Economic rivalry versus global standards. The challenge suggests an intense focus on national economic rivalry, yet it also raises the question of how this rivalry will influence the establishment of global standards in robotics. One might expect that competition would lead to divergent standards, but there is potential for both countries to recognize the necessity of certain universal standards to facilitate international trade and collaboration. This could result in an unexpected alignment of interests, where competing nations realize that establishing common frameworks could ultimately benefit their own industrial goals. In summary, the $10 billion robotics challenge between China and the USA highlights several counterintuitive dynamics that challenge conventional wisdom about technological competition. These include the complex relationship between investment and innovation, the dual nature of military and economic goals, the potential for global collaboration amidst rivalry, and the ethical considerations that can influence competitive advantage. As both nations navigate this challenge, the outcomes may redefine not only their technological landscapes but also the broader global order. In the context of the $10 billion robotics challenge between China and the USA, several important aspects may be overlooked by the general public. Yet they hold significant implications for the future of global technological leadership. Below are key overlooked elements and their significance. 1. Long-term strategic planning versus short-term gains. Most discussions around the challenge tend to focus on immediate technological advancements and economic impacts. However, the long-term strategic planning by both nations is crucial. China has a history of setting ambitious long-term goals, as evidenced by its New Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan, which aims for technological self-sufficiency by 2030. The U.S., traditionally more focused on immediate innovation and market-driven solutions, may struggle to match this level of strategic foresight. This difference could result in China establishing a more sustainable and resilient technological ecosystem, while the U.S. might fall behind in the long-term technological race. Significance. Understanding the long-term vision can help stakeholders anticipate shifts in global power dynamics and prepare for the implications of these strategies on international relations and economic partnerships. 2. Impact on workforce and employment. The ethical considerations surrounding robotics often garner attention, but the specific impacts on the workforce are frequently underexplored. The deployment of advanced robotics can lead to significant job displacement, particularly in sectors like manufacturing and logistics. While both governments recognize the need to upskill workers, the effectiveness of these initiatives remains questionable. Significance. The potential for widespread job loss and the subsequent social unrest could destabilize economies. Policymakers must consider not only the technological advancements but also the socio-economic impacts of these shifts, ensuring that workforce transitions are managed effectively. 3. International collaboration versus isolationist tendencies. While the challenge is framed within the context of competition, the potential for international collaboration is often overlooked. Innovations in robotics and AI could benefit from global partnerships that leverage diverse expertise and resources. Historically, collaborative projects have led to significant advancements in technology. Yet rising nationalism and protectionist policies in both countries may hinder this collaboration. Significance. The future of technological leadership may depend on the ability to foster international partnerships. Failing to do so might lead to technological silos that stifle innovation and prolong global disparities in technological access and development. 4. Military applications and ethical governance. Military applications of robotics are a significant aspect of the challenge that is frequently overshadowed by commercial applications. Both nations view advancements in robotics as essential for modern warfare, which raises ethical questions about autonomous weapons and surveillance technologies. The lack of comprehensive international regulations governing these technologies could lead to an arms race with devastating consequences. Significance. Addressing the ethical implications of military robotics is crucial for global security. It is essential to establish norms and agreements to prevent misuse and ensure that technological advancements do not exacerbate conflict. 5. Geopolitical implications beyond economics and technology. The competition between the US and China in robotics is not just about technological supremacy, it is also a reflection of broader geopolitical tensions. The challenge is situated within a framework of nationalism, economic competition, and ideological differences. The outcomes of this challenge could influence alliances and rivalries across the globe, affecting countries' positions in the international order. Significance. Recognizing the geopolitical dimensions of this challenge helps in understanding the motivations behind policies and investments. It can also inform diplomatic strategies aimed at managing tensions and fostering cooperation. 6. Cultural attitudes toward technology. Cultural perceptions of technology and innovation in China and the US differ significantly. In China, technology is often seen as a means for national rejuvenation and pride, whereas in the US there is a more ambivalent relationship that includes skepticism about privacy and ethical implications. These cultural attitudes can influence public support for technological initiatives and governmental policies. Significance: understanding these cultural undercurrents can help in predicting public responses to advancements in robotics and AI. It can also inform how governments frame their narratives around technological progress to gain public support. 7. Environmental considerations. While the challenge is primarily framed in terms of technological advancement and economic competition, the environmental implications of increased robotics deployment are often neglected. The manufacturing and operation of robotic systems have ecological footprints that could exacerbate issues like pollution and resource depletion. Significance: as the global community grapples with climate change and sustainability, integrating environmental considerations into the robotics challenge could pave the way for greener technologies and practices, enhancing both nations' reputations as responsible global leaders. 8. The role of startups and innovation ecosystems. The narrative often centers on government-led initiatives, but the role of startups and innovation ecosystems in driving technological advancements is crucial. Startups are typically more agile and capable of rapid innovation. Yet they may lack the resources and scale to compete with state-sponsored entities. Significance: supporting and fostering a vibrant startup culture can lead to groundbreaking innovations that challenge established players. Policymakers should consider how to create an environment that encourages entrepreneurship alongside large-scale initiatives. Conclusion: the $10 billion robotics challenge between China and the USA is a pivotal moment in the race for technological leadership, encompassing a wide range of implications that extend beyond mere economic competition. By examining the often overlooked dimensions of this challenge, such as long-term strategic planning, workforce impacts, international collaboration, military ethics, geopolitical implications, cultural attitudes, environmental considerations, and the role of startups, we can gain a more nuanced understanding of the potential outcomes and prepare for the future of global technological dynamics. Addressing these elements will be vital for stakeholders aiming to navigate the complexities of this evolving landscape effectively. 1. Investment in robotics as a catalyst for innovation. The $10 billion robotics challenge initiated by the United States highlights the strategic importance of robotics and artificial intelligence (AI) in both economic and military contexts. The significant investment aims to stimulate innovation and achieve breakthroughs that can transform various industries, including manufacturing, healthcare, and defense. This competitive funding mechanism serves as a means for both nations to harness their technological capabilities and position themselves at the forefront of global robotics development. 2. Geopolitical implications of technological leadership. The race for robotics supremacy is deeply intertwined with broader geopolitical dynamics. Technological advancements in robotics and AI are perceived not only as a pathway to economic growth but also as a means to secure national interests and military advantages. The competition between China and the US reflects a desire to establish dominance in areas that will shape future warfare and global influence, signifying a shift in how nations view the intersection of technology and security. 3. Divergent approaches to innovation. The contrasting strategies of the US and China in their pursuit of robotics leadership reveal fundamental differences in their approaches to innovation. The US typically relies on a private sector-driven model that encourages entrepreneurship and individual initiative, while China employs a state-led approach that mobilizes national resources for large-scale initiatives. This discrepancy not only shapes the outcomes of technological advancements but also reflects broader ideological differences regarding the role of government in fostering innovation. 4. Global economic consequences and ethical considerations. the robotics challenge has the potential to reshape the global economy as nations leading in robotics technology will set standards and gain competitive advantages in international markets. The implications extend beyond economics, raising ethical concerns about job displacement, surveillance, and military uses of robotics and AI. These challenges necessitate a dialogue around governance and regulation to ensure that technological advancements serve humanity positively rather than exacerbating existing inequalities or creating new ethical dilemmas. In summary, the $10 billion robotics challenge not only exemplifies the competitive landscape between China and the US but also raises critical questions about technology's role in shaping global leadership, the economy, and ethical standards in the face of rapid innovation. 1. The Space Race 1957 to 1975, the competition between the United States and the Soviet Union to achieve significant milestones in space exploration epitomizes a historical technological rivalry. Beginning with the launch of Sputnik by the Soviet Union in 1957, the US responded with its own space initiatives, leading to significant advancements such as the Apollo moon landings in 1969. This contest was not solely about space exploration but also about demonstrating technological prowess and military capability, influencing global perceptions of power and superiority. 2. The Cold War arms race 1947 to 1991. The Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union was marked by an intense arms race, particularly in nuclear weapons technology. Both nations invested heavily in developing advanced military capabilities, which included missile technology, nuclear submarines, and various delivery systems. This competition was driven by a desire for deterrence and dominance, fundamentally shaping international relations and security policies throughout the latter half of the 20th century. 3. The race for quantum computing 2020-present. In recent years, the competition between the US and China has extended into the realm of quantum computing. Both nations are pouring resources into research and development, aiming to achieve breakthroughs that could revolutionize computing and cryptography. As quantum technology promises unparalleled processing power and security, the implications of leadership in this field echo similar themes of economic competition, military advantage, and global influence seen in previous technological races. Future outlook, predictions for the US-China Robotics Challenge. The $10 billion robotics challenge initiated by the United States represents a pivotal moment in the evolving competition between the US and China for technological leadership. As this challenge unfolds, several critical predictions can be made regarding the future of robotics, geopolitical dynamics, and the global economy. 1. Acceleration of technological innovation. The robotics challenge is likely to catalyze unprecedented levels of innovation in robotics and AI. Both countries will harness their extensive resources, financial, human, and technological, to push boundaries. Expect breakthroughs in autonomous systems, humanoid robots, and AI integration into everyday applications, significantly advancing industries such as manufacturing, logistics, and healthcare. In the short term, we may witness new robotic applications in disaster response, elder care, and precision agriculture. By 2030, robotics could become integral to everyday life, with robots performing tasks ranging from household chores to complex surgical procedures. 2. Shifts in global supply chains. As the competition heats up, countries that lead in robotics technology will likely influence global supply chains and market standards. Companies in nations with advanced robotics capabilities may dominate manufacturing and logistics, prompting others to adapt or fall behind. Emerging markets could benefit from partnerships with leading nations gaining access to advanced technologies. Conversely, nations lacking in robotics capabilities may find themselves increasingly reliant on imports, exacerbating economic disparities. 3. Geopolitical ramifications. The robotics race will intensify geopolitical tensions, particularly in regions where both the US and China exert influence. Countries may feel pressured to align with one of the two superpowers, impacting international relations and alliances. Moreover, advancements in military robotics could escalate regional arms races, particularly in Asia-Pacific, as nations seek to enhance their defense capabilities. This competition may provoke new security concerns and lead to increased military spending, creating a cycle of tension and distrust. 4. Collaboration in global standards and ethics. As the robotics challenge progresses, stakeholders, including governments, industries, and academia, will increasingly recognize the need for collaboration in establishing global standards and ethical guidelines for AI and robotics. Expect initiatives to emerge aimed at addressing ethical concerns related to job displacement, surveillance, and military use of robots. By 2035, we may see the formation of international bodies dedicated to regulating robotics technology, ensuring that advancements benefit society while minimizing risks. 5. Economic transformation and workforce impact. The widespread adoption of robotics will inevitably transform economies, leading to both opportunities and challenges. While robotics can enhance productivity and create new markets, there will also be significant disruptions in the labor market. Job displacement in sectors such as manufacturing and services will prompt governments to rethink education and workforce development. By 2030, we may see a surge in demand for skilled workers in robotics maintenance and programming, alongside an emphasis on lifelong learning initiatives to equip the workforce for a technology-driven economy. 6. Innovations in defense and security. The pursuit of robotics excellence will extend into military applications, with both nations leveraging AI to enhance their defense capabilities. The development of autonomous drones, robotic soldiers, and advanced surveillance systems could redefine warfare, making conflicts faster and more unpredictable. By the mid-2030s, the nature of military engagements may shift towards cyber warfare and robotic combat, compelling nations to adapt their strategies and defense postures accordingly. This could lead to a new era of robotic deterrence, where military capabilities are measured by the sophistication of robotic systems rather than sheer numbers of personnel. 7. Leadership dynamics in global technology. The outcome of the robotics challenge will influence the broader narrative of global technological leadership. If the U.S. successfully leads in robotics innovation, it could solidify its position as a global technology leader, impacting everything from trade agreements to diplomatic relationships. Conversely, should China emerge as the leader in robotics, it may reshape the global technology landscape, promoting its models of governance and technological development. Nations may increasingly adopt China's approach to state-driven innovation, leading to a more fragmented global technology ecosystem. Conclusion. The $10 billion robotics challenge encapsulates a broader struggle for technological supremacy between the US and China, with potentially profound implications for the future. As both nations vie for leadership, we can expect significant advancements in robotics, shifts in global economic dynamics, and heightened geopolitical tensions. The outcomes of this challenge will not only redefine the technological landscape but also influence global governance, economic structures, and ethical frameworks around technology. As we look towards the future, the interplay between competition and collaboration will shape the trajectory of robotics and its impact on society at large.